go ahead and provide you guys with some details. The main question was, what is the true origin of the black race? I will go ahead and let you guys know that the black race is not originally from Earth. The black race comes from Lyra constellation. Initially, let me go back to the origin of the story. When the universal game started in this part of the universe, the founder, they actually came from a different universe after they complete the game from their side, and they decide to start the universal game on this side of the universe. The original planet that was selected for this hybrid experiment was, the name is Avian. Avian, that word, you can find it among black people today, the word avion. For instance, in Creole, you'll be able to see that word. Even if you go back to some African tribes, you're still going to see the same word. And matter of fact, it referred to something like a bird, like or airplane. And we can go back and we see that the true origin of black people is actually the feline race. That's when the game started. Originally in this planet Avian, and Avian was a 3D planet just like Earth. It was a blue planet as well, where we have a lot of vegetation, water, everything pretty much similar to Earth. And that's originally where the black race came from. And from that experiment, the original form, they came from etheric form, and they start to really take a physical shape as they were getting evolved in the planet. And life was really good, everything was fine. It was pretty much like a paradise planet until the day they were attacked by another reptilian race. Is actually an advanced race of warrior, and for some, according to some sources, they're not actually from this part of the universe. They came here and they were actually way advanced in comparison to the feline, which is our parent race. Now, from that war, the feline actually, they had to flee away from the original planet, and that's how they start to go across the galaxy, all the way to the Vegas, all the way to Orion, the Pleiades. Pretty much because of that initial attack, we have the feline race, and we talk about millions of years as they're moving across the galaxy, crossbreeding, and also let's keep in mind that genetic engineering also was taking place as they was moving across the galaxy over millions of years. They have to stay in different locations trying to accommodate themselves, and that's how finally we have the black race. And this happened across, for instance, all this part of the galaxy, which is sector 9 of the galaxy. Of course, because of the location in the galaxy and the sun, melanin was more appropriate. And also I have to mention that human was not the first to come to this planet. We had other races more feline-like, like the raptor or some of the some faction of the reptilian as well, were initially already here. And this is good to understand, because when you look at some of the battle or challenge or claim that are happening today, it goes back to all those old years when the black race was, let's say, initially brought here to this planet. But when I say brought here, that means we had other feline race. And let's keep, and something I want to mention also is the fact that some feline did remain in a feline form, even though they were also more, it was taking more etheric form. That's where you have, for instance, the blue avian. Most of them come from the same lineage, but as time was going, a certain group took a role of guardian to trying to guide the other that was still evolving. So pretty much this is how we move across the galaxy to end up on Earth. And I want to mention something right quick. I know that for a lot of people, they only look at the last 500,000 years, which is the arrival of the Anunnakis on our planet when we go back to Sumerian. Even when you look at the tablet, but this is, I will say, this is a more recent history in comparison to when we initially arrived to this planet. The Anunnaki only come here about 500,000 years when they start to mine gold, and also because of the war that was happening in Orion. For instance, Alalu first came here because of some of the situation he encountered with Anu. Um, that's how they, you know, finally really took the time to look at the planet. And after they started to mine the gold, and something also to mention is that initially it wasn't people from Earth mining gold for them. They brought their own labor to mine gold. When Enki first came here, he was based around South Africa, Zimbabwe. I think Zimbabwe was pretty much his territory. That's where Enki initially started to his operation, and the initial labor they brought here. Like we still have people like the Dogon, some of the tribe that directly came either from Orion, from Nibiru, from the Syrian area. Most of them, Series B, I think, most of them initially came here for that operation, but after a while, they didn't want to keep doing this slave labor. This is when the need came to actually come up with a slave race that will help mine the gold. And all they did was to do a genetic manipulation or engineering to use some of these initial races and be able to create a hybrid race that they can easily control and that can do the labor. That's when Enki and his people that he was with decided to go ahead and do that. But they are not the origin. The black race didn't start with the Anunnaki. The black race did exist way before they even came to Earth. So I just want to mention that, because everywhere we always see as, oh, we came from them, they engineer us, they are. Yeah, I'm not demanding what they did. I'm not demanding you can see it as contribution. You can also see that as bringing us back, because when you look at our DNA today, you look at everything that was made. It was so we can become a more controlled race, a race they can easily manipulate, can easily control. So that's what took place. I just wanted to cover this. Hopefully, it will answer some of the questions you guys have. If there is more need, I can also elaborate a little bit more about some of the things that I mentioned, or provide you guys a little bit more details. But I just want to let you know that this is the true origin of the black race to this planet. We actually initially come from Avian. This is our original planet, and we went through the galaxy until we finally end up here on Earth. And we wasn't even the first to land here. It was actually other, like I said, was already here before we even came here. And because of the position that we have, because of the galaxy, so melanin was more recommended in order to be able to survive here. And that's one of the reasons this planet is being terraformed, so more race can easily live here or feel more comfortable. But this is another debate, another subject we can cover a little bit later. A book that I will recommend everyone is a fiction-based book. The title is OMANKHA Birth and Rise of a Starseed, Polarity Integration. The Lion of Yehuda. I'm recommending this book. You guys will be able to see the answer for a lot of questions you guys have. I'm not gonna cover everything that the book cover in regard of the origin of the black race. I'm just gonna give you guys a couple hints for those who do not know what are the Anunnakis or not very familiar with that expression. I will certainly do a separate video just to cover that. But right quick, in the nutshell, I'm not going to be too long. For those who like more details, information, just make sure you grab this book. It's on sale a little bit everywhere. You can find it on Amazon, and even online. You can find it at Barnes & Noble. Just Google the title, OMANKHA Birth and Rise of a Starseed, and you'll be able to find it. Currently, it's available in different stores. So thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have a question, leave it in the comment. Thank you for your time, and see you in the next video.